Hey, what's up, guys? It is Cypher Slacker, and happy Halloween. To celebrate, we are going to be building a DDD deck. Now, I wanted to make this video a while back, but I figured what a better time than Halloween to make a video about different dimension demons and basically corporate structure AR HR in hell. So, like, I believe that the DDDs are like a bunch of human resources and like executives of hell, if you look at what they actually are, which is crazy. But we're gonna build a hyper pure functioning pure DDD deck that only plays no hand traps. This is basically full gas 100% engine, and I have clapped up some actual like pretty good decks with this. So we're gonna start off with our one of our one card starters, which is DDD Zero Doom Queen Machinax. I believe she is honestly, I think she's the best starter because you want to run a lot of combos through her. So I genuinely think she's one of the best. And here we go, hot take, controversial decision. I'm playing three of this because you know what? Any other deck would kill for a card like this. And the DDD community shits on this card. I don't. I've played it. I've play tested it. I love this card because I'm playing so much engine. Okay, because I'm playing basically like 40 engine. This card is never dead. This card is always live. Even if I draw two of it, I'm just pitching the other one. Um, Now, a lot of people will play this at one. I do because I'm playing the count. He is really needed for the pendulum zone. So if I pitch one off the count, I could just get the other one off the link. So that's pretty much my logic with that. And like I said, this is hyper pure. So like when I say that, you will kind of get the gist of like, is it the most competitive? Honestly, I've not had a problem with it. Um, I'm playing the King Alfred. So in my original deck, I was playing Flame High King Genghis, but now that we have Alfred, I mean we don't have it yet, but we have it announced. So like I'm just play testing with this card because it's insane. This comes out in Burst Protocol for us, which will be February, which is roughly what, November, December, just like 4 months away. Um, I would honestly start playtesting with this card now as opposed to waiting until it comes out. Just personal opinion. Um, I still play Kali Yuga because going second, if I get this and this on board, that's Kali Yuga. So like honestly, this has come up and it's actually helped me win games. So the extra deck is 100% DDD. I'm gonna go through all the cards real quick. This is the new one. This helps you OTK. Amazing. Play at least one. Um, this is your spell and trap negate. This is a revival. Plus, if something happens to one of your other level sixes, you can use it to make wave high. Deuce Machinax is just a badass boss monster. Play two. I do like Kali Yuga, but that's personally my preference is to play this card. You might not like it. Totally up to you. One wave high standard, one marksman king tail standard. I hope to God they never hit this card. It is what makes the deck function the way that it does. It enables so many one card combos. It's insane. Please, Konami, leave this deck the fuck alone. One wave high, and you'll see why. One Solomon, pretty standard, and then Zeus, and then two of the Link. So let's look at the DDs. So basically, your starters are, if I could find them. I remember playing this card, Cerberus. Play three Griff, one Orthros. Defense Soldier is not needed. I don't even know why they made this card. I play two cop. A lot of people only play one now because it's extremely searchable, but you're going to notice a theme. I play a lot of two ofs just again in case because I'm playing count and I'm playing so much engine. I'd rather pitch one of these and then still have it in the deck. One Lance Soldier, two Scale Surveyor because Scale Surveyor is like worse. Where's he at? Worse Griffin. That's literally like his whole gimmick. He's just like a worse Griffin. I do like the swirl slime. Swirl slime can come up if you draw the lance soldier, and you have like you have to get this card out of hand, right? So like you have to get this card into the graveyard. One of the best ways to do that, or to get it out of your hand, is instead of milling this off the Copernicus, you just mill the swirl slime, and then you can banish the swirl slime to special this out of hand. So that way you're kind of like you still have plays if you draw this. I mean, you could theoretically like pendulum summon this too, but like you want to see this early on, along with Cop on field to make Solomon. So like pendulum summoning that early is not ideal. We've got 3 copies of the beautiful Savant Kepler absolute busted card, 1 card combo into an insane board. Then we're going to take a look at the dark contracts. Where are they at? Okay. 3 gate, straight up, not even a question. I played 2 of the new gate because the new gate plus any pendulum is semi full combo. But opening him with either Scale Surveyor or Griff is pretty much, I think, full combo. Or I think it's any level 4. I have to double check my combos before I speak out of turn there. We've got Dark Contract with the Swamp King. I still like that as a one of, because if your mill of Necro Slime gets negated, you have another way to fuse. Or if, like, say you get out into King Alfred, and then your opponent's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna slap the imperm on the Alfred. Okay, whatever. I still have another way, you know, to fuse. I just kind of like that. I always like to have those extra options. I do play the one Headhunt. It is a searchable imperm, and we definitely play 1 Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness because it is absolutely freaking busted good. There is absolutely no reason not to be playing this in the main. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, why would you main that? I get citing it out, but like, dude, you want to play this card because if even if you set, like, or not set it, if you place it in the back row off of this card, you can straight up prevent Super Poly from even happening. So like, you use this card. If you open up one of your other Dark Contracts, you can say, all right, I'm going to use this guy to just straight up place this face up in the back row. So then your opponent never has the option to Super Poly you. Now, granted, one of the best parts about this card is you want to flip it over when your opponent activates Dark Ruler No More or Forbidden Droplet to negate that using the Siegfried. However, both things can be true. So like, this is good against Super Poly, but it's also good against Dark Ruler No More. It just depends on. I mean, your opponent. You have to know what your opponent's on. If you know that your opponent is on Super Poly, your odds are going to be in your favor to place this in the back row, because if your whole board gets negated off of Dark Roller and Forbidden Droplet, but you prevent the Super Poly, you're going to have a much easier time OTKing going second. You know what I mean? Like when the turn swings back to you, you're going to have a much easier time. So look, this card here, just because I'm trying to avoid splashing in another archetypes spell card, this can also be Nightmare Throne. So if you prefer Nightmare Throne, because I have not yet lost by life points via this card. I have not yet, as of playtesting this, I've lost for other reasons, but I have yet to lose because I took too many life. Like this card pays half your life points, and then you only pay 2,000 through the link, and then you pay you pay 1,000 through the link, and then you pay 1,000 through him. Your total is going to be 2,000 life points you have to pay. So by the end of your turn, you're going to have 2K. Okay, and if you open this card, this is a 1 card combo enabler where you will have a full board of Wave High, the Spell and Trap negate, him, the link, and both of these in your back row with 1 contract face up. Your opponent activates a monster effect. You just pop that contract, and then let's say they just try to end their turn. You can just like not activate this contract. Okay, like it's really easy to literally just keep a contract on board and then you take 1,000. Like your opponent tries to get cute, you know what I mean? And sometimes your opponent's not going to realize that too. Your opponent's not going to realize that you take 1,000 off of each of these contracts. If you only have 2K left, they can just end their turn and then you lose. But I literally have not ran into that, which is completely insane. Um, but yeah, like I said, if you want to play the Nightmare Throne, you could play 3 Nightmare Throne, 1 Terraforming, or 2 Nightmare, 1 Terra, whatever. Um, I'm not trying to splashy a bell stuff into DDD. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just keep it. I'm trying to make a pure list here. So we've got 1 for 1. Discard a monster, special summon on him. That's a pretty solid 1 card starter. I do play the Foolish Burial, so like if my mill gets stopped, like if my opponent negates the mill of Necro Slime, I could just go Foolish for the Necro Slime. We do play Called by the Grave to try to prevent hand traps, and the last card that we do play is the Forbidden Droplet. Side deck is totally your call, up to you. I don't really ever like to throw side decks in because I feel like it's local dependent, format dependent. But this is kind of like my pure, like hyper pure DDD list. I've had a lot of fun with it. Ironically enough, it isn't bad. Like there's no hand traps in this deck at all, and I know I'm gonna catch flack for that. I just don't care because I've had so much fun with this deck. You could play it in like a casual game with your friends. You could hop on to Edo Pro with this deck if you know what you're doing, and go first, go second. You're probably pulling out a win. Um, unless you get hand trapped to oblivion, or your opponent sets up like a ridiculous board. Um, this is a lot of fun. Guys, happy Halloween. Cypher Slacker out.